Why self-doubt isn't bad. Why, in fact, self-doubt can be a sign that you're on the right path. Since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you're struggling with self-doubt, at least to some extent. So here is what exactly I want to talk to you about. First, I want to address the misconception that we have around self-doubt, a very dangerous and unhealthy misconception. Then, I want to move on to explaining why having no self-doubt is a bad sign on your journey of personal growth and development. Finally, the most important thing, what to do with your self-doubt, how to respond to it. But first, if you're new here, you're probably wondering, who am I? My name is David, but I'm known online as Recovering Overthinker. That has been my pen name. For the past 4.5 years, I've been writing every single day on Instagram, and for around 2 years, I've been writing on Substack, long-form essays. I have accumulated around 300 essays that maybe you will find interesting, but you're not here for that right now. Listen, I don't want to brag with vanity metrics, but maybe it's useful for you if you're wondering if you're wasting your time here. Maybe it's useful to know that there is a decent amount of people who think that what I have to say is interesting and valuable. So that's it. What's my mission? What am I doing here? What am I trying to do? First of all, convince you that your life is worth living. Because unfortunately, in today's day and age, we have an epidemic of people thinking that their life is not worth living. Make you live like it. Because there's a lot of people that if you ask them if their life is worth living or not, they will say, yes, of course. But when you look at the way that they live their life, it's no life at all. It's a passive and sad existence. I want to help you get unstuck, help you fully engage in life, experience life in its totality, have a fulfilled life. And we cannot forget, get you to do the same for others. It's not just about me helping you. It's about you becoming the person who will do all of these things for others as well. That's the only thing that makes sense for us to get together so that we can help as many people as possible. But it starts, in this case, it starts with me helping you, hopefully. Today's topic falls into these three categories, or not categories. Let's say today's topic helps with these three things. So I will try to do this with every video to help you know, okay, is this topic relevant for the type of help I need? Is this topic relevant for the part of journey that I'm at currently? So this is it. Today's topic falls into these three categories, these three steps, however you want to view them. Why do I care? Why do I care to do this? Because I have felt what it's like not wanting to live. I have felt what it's like wanting to live but not knowing what to do. I have felt what it's like knowing what to do but feeling stuck, unable to get going, unable to move forward. I felt what it's like being lost and confused. I felt what it's like after all of this, going to bed happy and waking up excited to face another day. And I don't know how this last part sounds to you, but I know that you can get there. If you are now at one of these first 4 stages that I have laid out, it seems like it's impossible to get to the point where you truly, truly love your life and you are enthusiastic about your life, excited about it. It is possible. It is possible, and we will talk about it more. We will already in this video address some misconceptions about how we are arriving at that point. I would like you to comment what stage you are on. You know, if you are at this 5th stage, you might think, this guy cannot help me. I'm looking for something more. He's interested in helping people who are behind me. And listen, if you are a person who is at this 5th stage and you are fully fulfilled, you think that I cannot help you, that's great. I'm truly happy for you. And there are 2 options. You either close this video right now and move on with your life and do great things with your life, or you stick around so that you can engage with people who will be watching this and you help out someone. Because I'm not claiming to have all the answers. I'm not claiming to be this all-knowing guru. So maybe you are the person who is going to help someone that I cannot help. That's a challenge for you. Anyway, comment what stage you are on. Why should you listen to me if this context that I provided so far wasn't enough? I'm still on my journey, just inviting you to join. So once again, I'm another person pretty similar to you, more similar than you would expect, and I want you to be my fellow explorer of human existence. As you saw in my Instagram bio, I call myself anti-guru and explorer of human existence. We can go deeper into what those things mean, but let's leave it for another time. Again, on my journey, let's go together. I'm a real person, not interested in becoming a guru or having a cult, because I know so many of you are fed up with people who are, maybe they're interesting people, they have valuable things to say, but they are looking for you to worship them. They're looking for you to worship them, and they're not willing to admit their mistakes. They're not willing to admit that they are not all-knowing. That's not me. That's not me. Hopefully we can be friends. That's the kind of relationship that I'm seeking. I also have had and have created enough free time and always had enough curiosity and maybe some intellectual capacity to constantly educate myself. And read, think, and write about the topics that you care about. Lastly, I have actually used the knowledge from the books in real life. And I know that's missing from personal growth and development space, self-improvement space, however you want to put it. You have people who have accumulated some life experience, but haven't spent enough time thinking. And you have people who have spent a lot of time reading and thinking, but have done very little living. Again, I don't want to claim that I am special in any way, but I can confidently say that I have done both the thinking and living part. So I have used the knowledge from the books in real life, and maybe some notable things that you might find interesting. Survived having a price on my head, restarted my life on the other side of the world, and pinching myself every morning to make sure it's all real. I'm not saying the last part to create this idea that I'm some great success story, To tell you right away, I'm not the guy who is going to teach you how to become rich. I don't drive a Lambo. I don't have a car at all. So when I say I'm pinching myself every morning to make sure it's all real, I'll be transparent. I'm pinching myself because I have found my mission. I'm able to think, write, speak, to sustain myself in that way. I have, as you saw, hundreds of thousands of people interested in seeing, reading, listening to what I have to say, interacting with me. That's why I'm pinching myself, not because I have achieved some insane material success. Far from that. Last note before we start. Congratulations on being amongst the select few who are interested in topics like this one and have the attention span to watch a long-form educational video. We need more people like you. And I'm serious about this. The world needs more people like you. And it's an urgent matter to have more people like you. People who are willing to sit down, who are not only willing but able to direct their attention at something for long enough to get educated on it, to extract some value from it, and hopefully change your life so that you can change other people's lives in the future. So once again, thank you. We need more people like you. Now, let's get back to dealing with self-doubt. You've been sold on the idea that healthy and successful individuals have no self-doubt and no insecurities. You see healthy in quotations. Why? Because we have now many different ideas what being healthy means. Healthy in psychological, mental, spiritual sense. What is a psychologically, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy individual? We have many different ideas, but most of those ideas present a person who has no self-doubt, no insecurities, person who is like some superhero. Well, I'm saying you've been sold on this idea. That's probably how you ended up needing to watch this video. The internet is full of fake gurus who claim that they wake up feeling like kings, live their days like lions, and go to sleep feeling like gods. That's why most people think something is wrong with them when they are faced with self-doubt and insecurity. This is a big, big problem. And this shows how irresponsible people with big audiences are. They're lying to you, lying to us. And I wanted to illustrate how ridiculous they are. So I said, wake up feeling like kings, live their day like lions, and go to sleep feeling like gods. Because that's what so many of them say. They are able to just switch off self-doubt, even depression and anxiety. They say like they can just brush it off and turn it off. Before I mentioned that I go to sleep happy and wake up excited like a little kid to face my day. And that's true. However, that doesn't happen every day. At this stage in my life, it happens often. But you know what's important? I am fully aware, and I will always talk about the fact that it's because I have gone through long periods of self-doubt, even depression and anxiety. But now let's put depression and anxiety aside. It's because of those periods that now I can be excited about my life and excited about my day. Not because I have never experienced those things. Also, I feel excited about my life and about my day, knowing very well that I will have to face all of these uncomfortable feelings again in the future. That's an important distinction to make. If we are talking about feeling fulfilled, excited, we have to acknowledge how that cannot be separated from all of those internal obstacles, internal challenges, internal distress. While, again, these people are lying to us. And then we get this idea of, wow, I'm messed up, I'm broken, something is wrong with me. Why am I like this? Why am I burdened with self-doubt when all of these other successful individuals aren't? Okay, so that means something is wrong with me and I will never be able to live a fulfilled life. The precise opposite is true, especially if you're on a path of personal growth. Self-doubt and insecurities are some of the most natural aspects of your journey. And let's be real, you are on a path of personal growth. That's why I clicked on this video. If you are not interested in becoming more than who you are right now, if you are not interested in actualizing your potential, then you wouldn't care to click on this video and see, okay, let me hear another perspective on self-doubt. Let me see if this can help me grow, help me move forward in a more constructive, positive way. So you are on that path, that's for sure. And when I say path of personal growth and development, just to be clear on something, you can call it whatever you want. Becoming who you are, becoming all that you can be, becoming more than you are right now, path of self-actualization, journey of individuation, like Carl Jung calls it. So I hope that we are on the same page. I'm just using, in this particular video, I will be often mentioning path or journey of personal growth and development because I think that's an expression that everyone understands right away. If you were absolutely confident at all times, it would mean one of two things. First, you're not challenging yourself. You're not getting out of your comfort zone. You are selling yourself short. The goals that you have set for yourself are not ambitious enough. Maybe you haven't set any goals for yourself. The second thing, you are delusional. You're out of touch with reality. These are the two things. These are the two options if you're absolutely confident at all times. Self-doubt can be, and often is, a sign that you're on a journey that's challenging you to go beyond your limits. Now ask yourself, does that sound like a bad thing? And this is absolutely true. To go beyond your limits. Let's discuss what does that mean? Why this is a good sign? How could you not experience self-doubt while attempting to move forward? The only way you can grow is if you're willing to attempt what is currently impossible. And let's address that part. What does it mean to grow? How do we grow? How do we move forward and develop? By doing something that we haven't done before. by doing something that wasn't possible for us. We were not able to test it out, but at least in our mind, we were not there yet. So the only way to grow is to do something that actually will create a feeling of self-doubt in you. The self-doubt that you're experiencing is a sign you have chosen a worthy goal, that you didn't sell yourself short like most people do. Take a moment to let this sink in and to acknowledge that this currently impossible. Doesn't mean currently impossible for all people. We're not talking about you trying to fly. We're talking about something that is currently impossible for you. It doesn't mean if it's you progressing in your business, in your education, in your personal training, in developing a certain skill, you have to attempt something that was impossible for you up to that point. This is how you grow, but this is also what causes self-doubt. So again, take a moment to acknowledge that self-doubt that you're experiencing right now is a sign that you're on the right path and that you didn't sell yourself short, and respect to you for that. Abraham Maslow, great psychologist, said that history of humanity is a history of men and women selling themselves short, neglecting their potential, downplaying their potential. So the fact that you're experiencing self-doubt, that you have chosen a worthy goal or worthy goals, respect to you for not being part of this history of humans selling themselves short. Respect and thank you, because you will inspire someone to pursue their potential. If you're ashamed of experiencing self-doubt, you're creating a problem that wasn't even there. And you see down, I put shame, one of the most powerful tools for self-sabotage. Shame can be a useful feeling in another context, but we have to leave that for another video to be more efficient and effective right now. You know exactly what I mean. You're ashamed for because you're experiencing self-doubt, and that relates back to the gurus who tell you that they never experience self-doubt. So you think something is wrong with you, and then you feel ashamed. And then you dwell on this shame. Wow, I'm messed up, I'm broken, something is wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? You are shaming yourself for experiencing self-doubt because you were not aware of these things. You were not aware that you are on the right path. It's not about having zero self-doubt. It's just about not being paralyzed by it. And I put just in quotations because I don't want to disregard that it's difficult to move forward despite self-doubt. I don't want to disregard how difficult facing self-doubt can be. So that's why I say it's just in quotations, just about not being paralyzed by it. As I just said, none of this is meant to downplay how uncomfortable self-doubt can be. You've seen it stop other people from reaching their goals. Maybe you have experienced self-doubt stop you from reaching your goals in the past. Maybe you have experienced self-doubt preventing you from even making that first step. Let's say that you have chosen a worthy goal, so you were at the beginning of creating the right path for you, but self-doubt prevented you from even taking the first step. Maybe you have experienced that. Maybe self-doubt defeated you somewhere on your journey after making a couple of steps. And all of us have seen self-doubt hold back other people. So all of this creates a feeling that self-doubt is something great, something that cannot be overcome. I want to acknowledge how terrifying self-doubt can be. It definitely makes your journey more difficult. But guess what? And now I'm giving you a couple of seconds to guess, to think. Guess what? You're right. I knew it. I knew it. You would guess right. No matter how uncomfortable, self-doubt is still not a valid excuse. Not a valid excuse for refusing to embark on your unique adventure of personal growth. Not a valid excuse, no matter how uncomfortable. And here, this is a note to myself, not really for you, asking people to take personal responsibility. How dare you, David? Note to myself, because I know that there will be people watching this who at this point be disappointed in what they found in this video. wow, look at this guy telling me to take responsibility for the quality of my life, taking responsibility for the fact that it's in my power to move forward despite self-doubt. You know, they came here thinking that I will give them some magical 10-step process to make self-doubt disappear forever and for them to become the most confident human beings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for to all of those people. Sorry for disappointing you, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm asking you actually to take personal responsibility. Take responsibility that you are more powerful than you can imagine, and that a lot of that power lies in the fact that you can move forward despite so many internal obstacles. At the same time, sorry and you're welcome. You cannot simply switch off your self-doubt. Once again, let's acknowledge that. So I'm not going to deceive you here and create unrealistic expectations. You cannot switch off, turn off your self-doubt like some of these gurus like to say. Oh yeah, I make it disappear. That's not in your power. But it is absolutely in your power to move forward despite it. That's why we are here. That's why you're watching this video. How to move forward. Let's get to action steps, something concrete. First, acceptance. However, acceptance not like a magical word. Acceptance not as a one-off statement. Excuse me. It's not about you saying, okay, I accept my self-doubt, and that's somehow going to change your actual relationship with self-doubt. No, sorry, it's not as easy like that. As easy as that. Daily practice. Daily practice means you going through your day, making a conscious effort to recognize when self-doubt arises. And take a moment, stop whatever you're doing, and remind yourself, okay, self-doubt is arising. What do I need to remember? Self-doubt is natural. There is nothing wrong with me for the fact that I'm experiencing self-doubt. Self-doubt is a sign that I'm on the right path, that I have chosen a worthy goal. And it's in my ability to move forward despite self-doubt. Self-doubt will not stop me. Self-doubt is an uncomfortable feeling, not a physical barrier that can hold me down. Next, attitude of courage. And I always like to say not just courage, but attitude of courage. Why? Because courage is a choice. It's something that you choose to take on. I'm taking on the attitude of courage. It's not something that is given to me. It's not something that I'm born with. I choose to take on the attitude of courage. Courage is a choice, unlike self-doubt. And you will see that with so many different things in life. You are responding to something that is out of your control with something that is in your control. So to self-doubt, it is out of your control. You respond with courage, something that is in your control and a matter of choice. Again, daily practice. Look for opportunities to demonstrate courage and prove to yourself that you can take action despite self-doubt. You can do this on a daily level. Look around. Seek, where is my opportunity to stack proofs. Stack proofs that I am a type of person who can take action, take steps on my journey of personal growth despite self-doubt. It's not a matter of saying to yourself, oh, I'm courageous. It's about using courage to stack those proofs. Again, both things are a daily practice. We cannot be lazy. We cannot expect to solve everything with a few magical words. We have to make the effort to remind ourselves of acceptance. We have to make the effort to act and demonstrate courage. Reminder, I'm in this with you. I'm not speaking from a position of a guru, a cult leader, an all-knowing again, guru, whatever to call that type of person who claims that they have all the answers to your life. No, I'm in this with you. I need this reminder as much as you do. I'm facing self-doubt and constantly trying to prove to myself and being sort of successful in it, to prove to myself that, I'm the type of person who moves forward despite self-doubt. So I'm in this with you. Maybe some of you will think that I'm ahead of you on this journey. Maybe some of you will think that I'm behind, but that's okay. At the end of the day, we are pretty much on the same journey. We are different individuals, having our own lives, are maybe some different interests, different beliefs and values, probably. But in the grand scheme of things, we overlap more than not. That's why you're here. We are trying to live. We are trying to lead a meaningful life, and we are trying to become what we are capable of becoming. And on that journey, I'm your fellow, as I said before, fellow explorer of human existence, fellow traveler. I'm not a guru. So, in this with you, let's do this together. Let's attack and move through self-doubt together. Congratulations. You have a top 1% attention span. And this is not an exaggeration. If you stayed around for this long, you have a top 1% attention span. So it's time acknowledging that. It's time continuing to develop your attention span, because in our digital age, it's a superpower to have a long attention span, and to start thinking the ways that you can utilize this, because you have something that most people don't. So that's another thing we will be talking about in the future. But once again, congratulations and thank you. Thank you for choosing to spend your attention on what I have to say, your time and attention. I'm beyond honored by that. Thank you. If you found this valuable, subscribe and share with at least one friend who is struggling with self-doubt. And you and I know very well that you have that friend who is struggling with self-doubt. Share this with them. Hopefully it helps them. And as I said, if I cannot help them directly, you can. So again, let's spread the story of human potential. Let's spread the story of us as humans being capable of more than we are aware of. Come with me and help me help others. Last but not least, what I say in all of my YouTube videos, if you're new here, if you're not, you know what I always say, pretty much sums up my life philosophy. Stay strong, love life, and never feel sorry for yourself. Once again, thank you.